guys, good afternoon. Today is a little bit later because we have the honor of having Michelle May, co-founder of Seva Foods, come on talk about some plant-based diet and healthy snacking tips. So if you like to snack, then just comment below and hi Michelle, we'll bring you on. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. There we are. Hey there. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good to see you. All right. So I'm just going to give a brief intro about Michelle here. She's the co-founder and president of Seva Foods. She is a nutrition geek, plant-based chef, and I can attest some very delicious meals I've tasted, and animal rights advocate. With a lifelong love for and fascination with food, Michelle is passionate about helping improve the lives of individuals and the health of the planet throughout the way we eat, which is, of course, super important. And she's also a longtime yogi, dog mom, and founder of Veggies Canine Cuisine. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it right now.
Okay. Got it. Cool. So what do you feel that your area of expertise or your niche is?
For me, I'm really focused on nutrition. I'm really passionate about all forms of health and wellness. As you said, I've been a longtime yogi. I also love running. There's a lot of wellness practices I have integrated into my life, like meditation and breathing exercises. As you know, my husband Ilya, who's a partner, he's really passionate about breathing and about using that really as a jumping point for all forms of wellness. So I've been lucky enough to integrate some of that into my life as well. But for me, my passion has always been food and nutrition, and so that's what I primarily focus on. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen prepping. It's a sacrifice, but it means that my family has really healthy, delicious food to eat all the time.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a PT, if you're a yoga teacher, I know I have a lot of yogis and PTs that are friends here. Comment below, because you know that as a PT, right, we know that diet can delay healing or actually can help speed up the pace of healing. Yoga is definitely food is definitely part of a yoga lifestyle. So, so important to take the time, which I think sometimes is the biggest hurdle for a lot of people, about for eating well. So comment below if you're struggling with finding the time. We can share some tips and ideas, or share your stories of success of what works fitting in a healthy diet, specifically plant-based, right? So you mentioned a little bit, but what does wellness specifically mean to you?
You know, for me, it's really about, well, of course, finding work-life balance, but even more than that, being able to weave wellness practices and intention into all parts of your day so that you can truly enjoy all the moments of your day, even those that are spent, working. Because I think for all of us, the intention, I think at least it should be, is to do something professionally that we love doing, so that it's not like such a difference between what we want to do and what we are actually doing. And I know for me, it was really important to find a career that I really loved doing, so that it didn't feel like I was working all the time, because the reality is, with a startup, we are working all the time. Because I enjoy what I do so much, it doesn't feel cumbersome.
Yeah, I mean, any entrepreneur will tell you, it's hard to find that separation of the work life. There really sometimes that off switch. So yeah, for sure, I can relate to that. Any entrepreneurs, comment below. I see Sophie in there. I know she works with this as well. Hey Jesse. Cool. So what's the biggest tip you usually give to your customers or your friends, your clients?
Diet. So for me, the biggest suggestion I can give people, especially if they're finding themselves going out to eat a lot, which is not only not the healthiest route to go, but expensive and kind of time consuming if you think about it. Not to mention all of the waste that contributes to in terms of environmental impact with takeout containers and all that stuff. Something that I started doing about 3 years ago was doing a food prep day on Fridays. I actually have somebody come help me, but it's not very expensive. And within 2 or 3 hours, we get so much done. And then I'm really set up for the week so that I'm able to put meals together literally within 5 or 10 minutes, like cooked meals.
Yeah. No, we do this. We do a similar thing, except it's on Sunday. So you just gotta find your
pick
rhythm.
a day, you put on some good music, and have some fun with it. But I think if people could get into that practice, just cutting up some veggies, maybe making a couple of batches of some grains or some legumes, and it's not like believe me, I'm not eating the same thing every day. I've heard people say, "Oh, I can't eat the same thing every day." I never eat the same thing, but it's basically having your palate, like if you're an artist, you just have all these different ingredients to choose from, and then you can throw them together in all kinds of different formations.
Yeah, totally. Or we do big batch meal, and we'll cut it up and freeze some or use some later in the week. So comment below, what are your food prepping meal plan ideas? Awesome. So how do you work wellness into the Seva Foods model? I mean, it's naturally incorporated, but if you want to expand.
For us at Seva, it was really important to not only create food that obviously tastes good, because it doesn't matter how healthy it is if it doesn't taste good, but really to stay committed to using super clean ingredients and minimal processing, because that's the way that we eat, and that's the kind of food that I buy. To be honest with you, I buy very little packaged foods. I'm probably not my ideal customer, because I really do rely mostly on whole foods in my diet.
Right.
But since I've become an entrepreneur, I am relying more and more on those types of foods. And for me, I'm super picky about it. If it has more than 5 or 6 ingredients and things that I don't recognize, then I'm not interested. And so I stay committed to that same idea with our products, in terms of that everything that we make is super clean, and also made with really good intention. Whether it's the sustainably sourced 100% organic coconut that we use for our coconut jerky, or the way we treat our employees, it's all the same. It's all, for me, whether it's yoga, veganism, the message is the same, that we're all connected, and that the way that we treat ourselves reflects how we treat each other.
Yeah, totally. So you're bringing yoga into Seva Foods. I love it. And I very much appreciate the intention and all the thought that you put into your food, because my daughter, she's, almost 3 now, and she loves the space ice cream.
Yeah.
And I feel okay about giving it to her, even though it's processed, it's like a healthy treat with some, a healthy fat. Cashews are so important for growing little brains, even adult brains.
I agree. I think that especially for little kids, the space ice cream is so nice, because it's the perfect size for their little fingers. It's not small enough to be a choking hazard. So it's a really good way, if you're a parent that's struggling to get essential nutrients into your kid in a whole food format. The ice cream is a really good option for that, because it tastes just like ice cream, but it's just chock full of all sorts of nutrients.
Yeah, no, really good. Awesome. So as an entrepreneur, business owner, what's the biggest challenge that you have to overcome?
For us personally, it's really just a scalability issue, which is, it's okay. It's really just indicative of how innovative the products that we make are, because what we really need to do is find a way to make more of them. And we've been trying to find a co-manufacturer to partner with to make that happen. It's been really hard because of the unique nature of particularly the space ice cream. But it's a challenge that I welcome, and one that I feel we're close to solving. And once we get that figured out, we can move forward with making a lot more of it. And I can also move forward with my other company, Benji's, because basically got stuck in the same space. Benji's is a 100% freeze-dried food, and so once I figure out how to make more space ice cream, then I can make my dog food as well.
Yeah, no, that's great. Sophie, actually, Finn would love this dog food, because I just saw your post about him eating broccoli. So yeah, very cool. And how do you touched on this a little bit as well, meditation and yoga. How do you incorporate wellness into your own life? Is it all these steps, the food prep and beyond?
Well, for me, yoga is not optional, and I'm starting to figure out that meditation isn't either.
Yeah.
I just operate at a totally different level when I'm able to make time for those things. And of course, as busy humans, we always have the temptation to let those things fall by the wayside because we get so busy. I mean, I know for me last night, I was up till way past my bedtime, sending out media pitches for my company, because I was excited about it. It was something that needed to get done. But I still woke up this morning and went to practice, even though I would have rather slept in. I don't try to make a habit out of that because obviously sleep is really important too. But I do prioritize my yoga practice and my meditation practice above pretty much anything else. I mean, it comes before social commitments for sure, because I can't function at my highest if I'm not prioritizing those things in my life.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same. Yeah, I mean, without it, I feel like either like a space cadet or just very ungrounded is the word.
Physically. Yeah, for us lots of ladies, we need it. Yeah, we need grounding.
Yeah. Great. Well, before we disconnect, when we're done, Michelle, would you mind leaving the Seva Foods information? And I know this is huge. Seva Foods has a big Kickstarter going on right now. So she'll leave the link below if you want to give some more details on that as well, and some parting words of wisdom.
Yeah, for sure. Just to briefly talk about the Kickstarter, we are right in the middle of our Kickstarter campaign, which we are conducting for the reason that we just talked about, so that we can scale up our production and bring more of our delicious snacks to the world. There's some really great backer rewards on there, including the ability to design your own flavor of space ice cream.
That sounds intriguing.
Really all kinds of reward levels for $1 on up that include all kinds of great merchandise and first access to our products. So I'll put the link below, and if you have a chance to check that out, we'd really appreciate it. And my parting words of wisdom really would just be, the mantra that I say to myself every day, which is, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to universal happiness and freedom. Way easier said than done, but something I certainly strive to keep in the forefront of my mind every day as my guidepost.
Yeah, I love it. That's something good to meditate to, actually. Keep in the mind. Well, thanks so much for hopping on here, even though I know your schedule is jam-packed. I truly appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, and so Michelle will leave Instagram, any social media, and the Kickstarter links. She'll comment them below, so hop on those, check it out. If you haven't ordered or tried the Seva Foods Space Ice Cream or the coconut jerky, you can get them on the Seva Foods website or on Amazon, and I'll tell you, it's delicious. Definitely worth checking out. So we'll leave you with that. If you want to finish on with this healthy snacking conversation, you can jump over to the Ignite Wellness community. It's a Facebook group. I'll put the link below. So we'll either see you in the group or next week. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.